Yeah, big welcome to you, my dear Scorpio. So, we had just on the 21st of December the winter solstice, where the sun was not visible for 3 days and started to rise again on the 25th. Or rather, the Earth tilted itself from an elliptical spin around the sun to such a degree that we were able to see the sun again. So it's not the sun doesn't move, the sun stays fixed, it's a star, and we turning around it, and it's indicating on the 21st of December it was the darkest, the longest night of the year. And now we're going slowly to the spring equinox again, and then in the summer to the summer solstice. So this cycle is chaining us to this beast, and the church made this beast look terrible. I created out of it the dancer pose because for me this is God Pan, and God Pan is enjoying himself because he is giving and indicating now it's time to come together. Now it's time to have a sexual energy so that in the spring the babies are born, so that then they have the whole summer to grow up and survive the next winter. So it's a cycle, it's an energy, it's a sexuality that we're attached to. And the church didn't like that. The church didn't want people to think that this is something beautiful and natural. The church was like, let's make it something terrible. And of course, we are still shaking off that kind of prejudice, right? And it's really interesting. I was in the water 2 days ago and I found this little glass, broken glass, and it's the head of Capricorn. And it's the constellation, right? So these are the stars, points of the stars. And I drew it here, the stars, right? So it's here is the head of Capricorn. And the third eye is that inner knowing, that inner climbing into your own inner light, understanding that the darkness is in the end actually the God presence, the void, the dark, the nothingness, where everything is possible. And they made it negative. They made it scary. And of course, we are clearing that slowly. We're clearing that because we are learning more and more from people who are sharing their truth with us. Here the sun is giving a little bit of light to the waning moon in your sign. He's stationing still today and tomorrow, and then on Saturday it's going into Sagittarius. So you are the last sign now in the year 2021, and we see that you are going to get a boost through Capricorn. We see that you are inspired to let go through this energy of a dancer, of a frolicking, of a cycle that is bringing us the next generation. And the Capricorn is power, and you are connection. It's all about how connected am I first to myself, and then how can I be connected to others. So there is a storytelling here where you learn to empower yourself through the connections that you can form with the people around you. At the same time, you must let go. At the same time, you are called to go and start new in the 2022, because that's the number 6, and it's leading us to the Lovers or to the Devil. Now, you are the King of Cups, sitting here beautifully in the middle of the ocean. You dare to go deep with your feelings. If your birthday is between October 13 and November 12, this is your court card. Now, I have my first court card, the headstand on the planet, and here is Pluto. Here is on your feet your planet. And I just wanted you to see that when we do a headstand, we are supporting the earth. Imagine if I turn the card around, it's almost like I am holding the earth, and I choose here to put you into the ocean. I choose to put you here in the northern part where Odin and the Holy Grail stories started. This is where you get your energy, and I'm still recreating this card one more time because I want to create a few energies that come here into your head. So this is you, right? So you're the first one that has now a court card. So this is what I see in you. When you do the headstand, you become the king of the oceans, the king position, the head, you put your head down, and your feet is Pluto. And in Pluto there is this little heart shape energy that I saw when I looked at the planet. So let's start the reading. I have from the Creativity Oracle the first card coming to you, and I want you to have a look and feel how you feel when you see this card. What is she doing? Very interesting position that she's holding herself in here. I've never seen this card. She's definitely enjoying herself. She's definitely dancing. So you got to have a dance party at this end of this year so that you can bring in the year 2022. The word connected to this card is passion. It will take passion for you to push through your self-criticism to get to a place of confidence. The number 63. That's a 9. That's a completion. That's a 3, right? A 6 and a 9. That's a holy combination, because in the 3rd dimension is where we live. In the 6th dimension we can create something new, and in the 9th dimension we understand what is then given to us from a God perspective. So you are sitting here and you create this event that you can dance, that you can liberate yourself, that you can have a passionate moment so that you can get through self-criticism and get to a place of confidence. You are confident, you seem confident, but deep inside of you, you have insecurities because you're very emotional. You feel a lot of emotions, more than the rest of us, particularly also the negative ones. So it's very difficult for you to get through that. So you sometimes create a shell, you create a protective shell around you. And it's interesting because you got the oyster coming up as an animal spirit, and the oyster is a water sign, patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. So you are feeling blessed, you feel generous, and you feel masterful. And it's very important that you share something, that you share your knowledge now with the people, that you share your passion, that you share that when you understood that when you are passionate, that you can get through the self-criticism that you have at yourself, breaking through this shell and allowing yourself to awaken to this loving and kind king that you are. And it's so powerful to see that after the oyster from the Muse Tarot, you have the devil. And here he is creating, manifesting this push in you, this climbing up, this volcano that is erupting, that is pushing you to inspired letting go, to be the one that says, I am completely letting go of the old. I'm cutting through self-criticism, and I want to be in a place of confidence. I want to be rising. It's the number 6, right? Again. So in a way you have the 6 already. The sun is in Capricorn, and now you have another 6, and you have a 6 here, even though when I calculate it together it's the 9, but the 6 nevertheless is here. So you already have 3 6. And 3 times 6 is a holy number. It's not the number of the beast like the church again made us believe. So you are about to crack open this shell. And in this shell you will discover this soft part of you that you are finally ready to show to the world and give them your true self, so that you can go out and have adventure. You got the number 2, the South, the adventure card, because in the South is when we look into the South is where we say, I want to go and go for an adventure, go for a new path. I don't want to go the old path. I want to break free out of this oyster, out of this deep in the water, right? This is the king. You're deep in the water. You're this oyster. You're a delicacy. I think of oysters when I eat them. It's like an aphrodisiac. It's like, it's that sexual energy. It's that passion. It's exactly the passion that this card is talking about. A passion that you have to open and show and give it to the people, not in a sexual way, in a way of like being passionate, being there, being excited, being happy, being the adventure that is waiting for you now to get out into this world. Then comes the sun. The sun, like I said, is in Capricorn. The sun is now speaking to you very strongly through the Capricorn, through the dark. And then comes the Ace of Pentacles, but in reverse. The only reverse card. So it's speaking about money that wants to come to you, money that is now being held back, right? This is what is so interesting about it, is that the money usually from God, it's when we look at it, it's straight, it's in the hands of God, but when it's upside down, it's like, yes, now it's really falling down from heaven, right? And of course, the need to create strong foundations to support your dream, risk of financial loss, missed opportunities, the need to prioritize, being overly greedy and missing the bigger picture. I think it's the need to create strong foundation to support your dream. So when you create a strong foundation to support your dream, the money is literally coming down and the success is guaranteed. The success to have and enjoy the adventures that are now coming to you. And you see here this person with the rain, with the umbrella, right? You see her with the umbrella, and then the sun, after the sun comes, after the rain comes the sun. And here you are enjoying yourself, completely opening yourself, and allow the money to drop down and come to you like inspiration. An inspiration that is helping you to be emotionally completely open, because the sun is here, because the sun in Capricorn is speaking directly to you. Enjoy the sun when it's there and understand that the dark is just the dark, and helping you to move away from these self-critical thoughts, right? These self-critical energies that you are keep repeating, maybe because they've been implanted in your brain when you were a child. And it's time to break free from that. It's time to go. The 8 is an infinite energy of the 4. The 4 is stability, and you are walking now into a new stability that is saying, I am ready. I am finished with not being self-loving with myself, right? Whatever I did in the past, I did it because I had to do it. And then comes, look at that, the little sea witch. And that's you. You are this little sea witch. You are now going out there and you saying, okay, I am absolutely free from this self-criticism, and I am in a place of confidence, and I even want to be a witch. Right? I have my oysters, I have my fish, I have all the animals with me in the ocean, right? I am down in the dark, because that's also dark down there, and it looks like almost this is connected here, really, the color, right? You see that? With the red in her dress and the coral reefs. Beautiful. And this is what the moon does, because it feels like the moon is now helping you to move forward. The white rose of hope, the number 3. 3 is the Empress. 3 is that empowered woman that stands here strong, right? You dared to be the sea witch. You dared to go out there. You dared to walk there, right? This is where you went, and you said, here I am, and I'm going out there. And then you come to another 9, right? You had the 9 here. And you finally found the confidence to really stand here and see the light. See that energy that you want to embody, that you want to have in your system, that you want to scream out there. You want to give to the people. Now, finally, your true essence, right? Because the 9 of Wands is Sagittarius, is the moon in Sagittarius, which is on Saturday, right? On the 1st of January, the moon is moving into Sagittarius, and that's where you understand this breakthrough situation, and you're going to listen. And you're going to listen, and you're going to listen, and you're going to understand why this is upside down, and you're going to understand why you have to allow the money to come, why you have to allow to find a strong foundation, because you're going deep inside into the earth, and the money is just then able to drop into, and you are able to know, and you're able to understand completely what all of this is about, because again, the 6 is here, listening, the number 6. 6. 6. Another 6? Nope. And of course the 6 here, right? Which is then of course a 9, but the 6 then nevertheless is here. So you are seeing the next year as an opportunity to really break free, to really open yourself up, and to really shift your perspective, because you are the number 13, you are the number 4, and there's no 4 here. There's a 3, there's a 2, right? There's a 10, and let's see where this is leading you. Wow, 2, can you hear me? The 28, a 10, that's speaking here through the sun, that you are finally are able to really be yourself, to really be this connected in through the ocean, connected through these emotions that come through the ocean. The ocean has taught you so much, and you will come back to it, but a whole new story has unfolded, so that you're stronger and clearer in the way you're looking out, and you're never alone. Because in the German, it's not "can you hear me," it's alone. You all one, you all connected, and you are here, be heard. Can you hear me? 6 of Wands, yes, another 6. The year of 2022 is you bringing yourself into a success that is saying, yes, everybody will hear me, but I'm also able to be alone. I'm able to be here in the ocean, and I am coming out, and I am showing the people it is possible. It is possible to transform. It is possible to shift. It is possible to completely be this new being, to really allow the confidence, right? The confidence to come from a soft place. Soft place, right? Why do we have to be hard? Yes, we do protect, like animals protect themselves as well when they are creating a shell, right? And a Scorpio also has a little bit of a shell, and you have that harder shell. You don't want to be hurt. Nevertheless, you are invited to come out. You are invited to go and create the adventures, create now this next step, because yes, you will hear how the money is growing slowly, because you know how to handle money. The Ace of Pentacles is always a very high spiritual income. It's not an income that has negativity attached to it, because all the other types of money sometimes have a negative energy attached to it, right? Because we abusing the people, right? And sometimes that's what the devil is speaking about. When the devil comes up, it's saying, hey, watch how you make your money. Watch how you go about your desires. Are they inflicting pain onto other people, or are they liberating you and other people as well, right? And that's what it does, right? You are liberating yourself, you free yourself, and then, like I said, you become the sea witch. And this is so cute, right? Because this is so needed for you, because you're the king, so it's good for you to become a little bit more like a female, and going, like this cute little sea witch through the ocean, so that you then, when you come out and you see how this is connected, right? It's almost like she's, yes. And then by she's having fun in the ocean, and then she goes out and she's like, okay, I have this behind me and I'm looking out, and what else can I do? What else can I do? And here it comes, right? I can, yes, go to the 9, go from the 3, easy, to the 9, and then to the 6, 3, 9, 6. These are the numbers that are creating our adventures, that are creating a high spiritual wave of energy, because it's like these 3 numbers are like a triptych. So are the numbers 2, 4, and 8, right? 2, 4, and 8. You have a 2 and you have an 8. But you don't have a 4, right? It's okay. You don't have a 4. So it's speaking about you can go through the 2-dimensional into the 8 and move forward and say, okay, this is time. It's time for me to go and enjoy myself. Listen to what God is bringing to me, right? Because here, yeah, you would listen, but it's just almost, it's saying, yes, God is letting it fall, and you listen from deep within that this message is coming to you, that this message is giving you the right understanding, the right awareness to feel that, yes, sometimes you are a little self-critical, that this is okay, that you accepting that. You're accepting that sometimes self-criticism is healthy, is giving us an awareness of ourselves. And it's okay to be a little self-critical, because you also have then this, I am here, I can share my story with others, and I don't have anything to hide. I know the good and the bad is not good and bad. It's just positive and negative. There's no darkness. There's no negative, right? The devil isn't some terrible energy here. It is not. The death card isn't. It isn't a death. It is a transformation into a new cycle, into a new awareness. And this is what's happening to you. Do the headstand on the night of the 31st into the new year. That would bring you into a complete understanding and a complete opening of this big transformation, so that you can stand here and be gloriously yourself, right? Allowing to sit in the middle of the ocean and to ask yourself, can you hear me? Can you hear yourself? Right? No one needs to hear you, except, are you hearing yourself? That's your reading, my dear Scorpio, for the year 2022, right? And I hope I see you in the next reading. That's when we have the sun moving into Aquarius and giving us the hope, giving us then the light and the star, like the sun, because you already have the sun, you have the star speaking to you. And until then, I thank you so much for watching, and I wish you a happy new year. Namaste.